just outside of Los Angeles, nestled among the faded gray walls of a long-forgotten nursing home. There was silence. No visitors, no laughter echoing through the halls, only the rustle of a few scattered leaves in the wind and the distant sound of birds. That day, someone arrived for a documentary shoot, Morgan Freeman. The man whose voice had reached millions, who had given life to stories with nothing more than his tone. This time, he didn't yet know what story he would tell. During a break, Freeman quietly stepped outside into the garden. His eyes weren't searching for crowds, they were drawn to silence. And in one corner, on a weathered bench, sat a woman who caught his attention. She was alone. In her hands, a yellowed photograph. Beside her, a vintage cassette player. And on her face, the heavy imprint of passing years. Freeman slowly approached, careful not to startle her. He paused, then gently asked, "If you don't mind, may I sit with you?" The woman gave a small nod. Her gaze was still far off, as if she lived in another time altogether. Silence settled between them. They didn't speak for minutes. Just two people, sitting on the same bench, sharing the same quiet ache. Freeman's eyes fell to the cassette player beside her. She softly pressed play, and then a crackling voice emerged from the tape. "Mom, I love you. I'll be back. I promise." The voice of a child, recorded years ago, a cry wrapped in hope. Freeman's expression froze. He took a deep breath. The woman still didn't speak, but 2 tears rolled down her cheeks. Then she finally whispered, "That was my son, Marcus. He went to Iraq and never came home. But every morning I listened to that tape. To believe he kept his promise?" Freeman bowed his head. Sometimes the strongest voice is silence. He reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a card. He placed it gently in her hands. "Tomorrow morning I'll record this tape, so the world can hear it. His voice will no longer belong only to you, but to all of us." Morgan Freeman stepped into a professional recording studio. Before him, a microphone. In his hand, Marcus's cassette. And behind him, the elderly woman. Freeman began to speak. His voice, deep as always, now trembled. This is Marcus's story. But it is also the story of a mother, a love, and a promise that was never truly lost. A week later, a small ceremony was held in the garden of the nursing home. Local news arrived. This wasn't just a memorial. It was a return, a farewell, a remembering. When the microphone was offered to the woman, she said only, "I heard his voice every morning." But today the world heard it too. Freeman sat alone in the garden. All around was still. The cassette played again. And one last time the voice said, "Mom, I love you. I'll be back. I promise."